onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown! Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Dancing to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you. Switch it. Yeah, switch it.
Lance looking to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 58, boys. 58, Mike. 52.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Lance now on first down. Flush to his right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Hands it off out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Shreds the tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
To throw, it's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he pulls over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Room here to run. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Murray now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 14.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Got 3. 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Drill green.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Completes it to Jennings. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Lance looks to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
58.
Working from the gun, Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Nothing can stop him. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. First down, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the Niners' 20-yard line.
To throw is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
He
Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. This is caught by Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Lance now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Jennings. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Blue dead. 58 for Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. He's coming. We got double up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Jeff Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Meanwhile, Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals! Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
49ers 22.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. Runs over it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
In your face.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Thank you.